Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fish 5-0. It is I, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. Today we're going to be playing Bant tokens with a whole slew of new cards from Ravnica Allegiances. We have all the Shocklands now from Breeding Pool, Hollowed Fountain, so a lot new, a ton more color combinations are now open to us. And the two cards I'm really excited to see how they do is because these are the main reasons. These are the two new cards I've been most excited for to try out of a token deck. First one, Hero of Precinct 1. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token. That's right, a multicolored spell. So you can curve from this into a Dovin or any multicolored spell and then start spawning an army. This card just, this slept and went under the radar of a lot of people initially, but now people are recognizing how good this card is. And of course, we have my other card, my favorite card, Grand Arbiter, the Grand Arbiter himself, Dovin, the Bond Hammer, if you will. Now, Dovin, until end of turn, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a loyalty counter on Dovin Grand Arbiter. That's the +1. -1, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. You gain 1 life. -1. And the ultimate, or the -7, look at the top 10 cards of your library. Put 3 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. As we call it, Dovin Through Time. Now, this card got a lot, it got roasted pretty much going into spoiler season when it got revealed. People were hating on it and all of this. So it's kind of hard to evaluate the 3-mana Planeswalkers from this set. But so far, this one seems like it's got a lot of power after you take a step back and think about it. So I'm going to see how this deck does. Let's not hold you up any longer. Let's see how it does in the arena. All right, Shadowstorm. Let's see how this goes. I'll play first. This seems like a good hand if I can draw a third land here. If I can hit a third land, that'd be pretty clutch. Hero of the Precinct 1 has definitely overperformed for me. That's one of those cards that definitely went under the radar for me. So I'm excited to see what happens moving forward. I also opened one of those at the pre-release, so I'm kind of excited. Not a third land, but come on, we have a chance. It'd be even better if it were like Breeding Pool. Ah, missed. Pass it back to the opponent. That's rough. Growth Spiral. Alright. There we go, finally. Alright, so we get to go Dovin Pond. Luckily, both of us kind of missed a land drop there.
They're statistically likely to fail.
Alright, so this is up to 5 counters. Dovin's going to be alright. This should allow us to stay in the game and do a bunch of other cool things with the ability to eventually do a Dovin Through Time, if you would. Oh, a green source. There we go. That's what we're looking for.
My inventions bring joy to me and others.
So now Dovin goes up to 8. So Dovin actually can survive. Let's go ahead and play the History of Benalia here. This seems like a good card to play. Next turn we get to do a Super Dig. Digging through time. Uh-oh, we're gonna lose. Don't kill me. With your sudden reclamation, don't kill me. I'm gonna go ahead and do Dovin's ability now.
Situations, no matter how dire, are
Bastani.
easily remedied.
Enclave Tribunal. We played a land this turn, but let's grab no Hinterland Harbor, so let's go grab a Breeding Pool here. Just grab a Breeding Pool. Huh. Let's see if the Tristani resolves. Does Tristani resolve? They have Ionize, but like this will at least eat the counterspell. Alright, so they do not have anything yet. So we still have enough, let me see. Yep, we should still have enough to be able to Conclave. Alright, we can't let them have that wonderful card, or Wilderness Reclamation. Chemist's Insight, that's fine. Now we can take this Wilderness Reclamation, so that's kind of out of our way now, thankfully. They don't have any super crazy board sweepers, but they could fog us into oblivion. We don't see Settle the Wreckage mana. Also, this Grohl Guildgate artwork is amazing. Search for his contra from the opponent here. Could be a fog, but doesn't matter. I'm swinging in with everything. This way, you know, for some odd reason. If they could gain like 1,000,000 life in one turn. Oh, okay, there it is. They discarded a fog. Lets me know something. Definitely tells me something. I'll just play that. Apt.
This is no mere trinket.
That's odd. Yep, there's the fog. Is there a reason to even commit to the board some more? Not really. They have something, they have something. At this point, I'm just going to hold on to my cards. This deck is problematic. I mean, they don't have Sudden Reclamation, thankfully, so we're temporarily okay. Oh, there's Wilderness. I keep calling it Sudden Reclamation, but it's Wilderness Reclamation. Oh boy. Here comes the Nexus. Yep. And we may not see our turn again. Ugh. Let's just hope they don't have more of those. But unfortunately, we know that they can just dig for it, untap. Let's see what they have, though. I mean, what's their win condition to Explosion us, right? Expansion, Explosion. Okay, Growth Spiral. That's pretty good here for them. They're able to play out another land, draw another card. Ugh, gross. All right. Well, oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna plus again.
Contraptions have their uses.
Root Snare seems reasonable. Does this resolve? If this resolves, I would like to eat your Sudden Reclamation. Alright, your turn. Can we hope that we survive long enough for them not to find another or Wilderness Reclamation and a Nexus of Fate? They need to run out of fogs too. They pitched a fog. These decks normally run about what? 4 Root Snares? Some of them I've seen run the other fog, the 3-mana one with Convoke. Definitely going to be bringing in all of my Night of the Autumns into this matchup too. They have so many good enchantments to hit. As Kanta being one of those problematic ones too. Able to help them, you know, get to their engine, filter their cards. Very problematic. Opponent casting Discovery. They kept one card on top and then threw away a Chemist's Insight. So one card is either a Nexus or, yep, or a Fog. Alright, another turn. They're digging for Wilderness Reclamation, probably. I didn't really want to commit more to the board, but Deputy of Detention does eat the Wilderness Reclamation, which is pretty big. Just hope they don't draw a Wilderness Reclamation off this. Because that means they untap again. Ral, is it Viceroy? Means they're tapped out, which means they die if they play it. So that's, yep, alright, cool. Nice! We got game 1. Woo! When you get to see your turn again, feels good, man. Feels good. Bringing in all our counter spells here. I mean, we could stifle some triggers. I do like that. We'll see. What else is there to get from this? Loxodon's cool. Dovin Bond doesn't necessarily pressure that much. Dovin does help us, though, get to the late game if they don't do stuff. Go down to Dovin. Go down to Dovin. March of the Multitudes is nice. We interact at the end of their turn. Huh. This is a pump effect. Dovin's still in. Put down a Conclave and a Venerated Loxodon. I don't think we have the time. Let's just keep Dovin in. Alright, there we go. Venerated Loxodon, I don't think we have the time for that card. We'll just go a little heavy on the 3s. Because, like, that Venerated Loxodon would require us to give our opponent an additional turn to, like we untap with it, or we tap all of our stuff down so we're not hitting them. Though we hit them for 2 the turn after, we do have enough ways to get Anthem effects. I don't want to cast my Flourish or Flower Flourish yet. Cast that the turn after. Sweet. Yeah, we'll cast Flower Flourish after grabbing another forest, so we have double green. And we'll play Hero of the Precinct before it, so this way we have double tokens. Alright, so triggers, yes, yes, yes. Don't mind if I do. So we have double hero trigger, casting flower, pull a forest. Next turn we can just go ahead and play Hallowed Fountain tapped. And then if they play Wilderness, we Deputy. Hoping that, of course, Deputy resolves. Ooh, this will be interesting. Does this resolve? I should have probably attacked first. I should have probably attacked first on this one. Probably get fogged or something. Or they don't need to fog, actually. I mean, they're not even close to dead yet. Chemister's Insight. Nice. Cool, so at least we got to destroy the Wilderness Reclamation. We're keeping Deputy back in case they play like Ral or something, like a Planeswalker. Oh boy, another one. Okay, so they have 2 mana open. That leads me to believe they have a fog. I don't think I'm going to chance it. I'm just going to go ahead and swing it with everything. I'm not going to be like, oh, Tristani go for lethal here. If they have fog, then that blows us out. They wouldn't do the line they did if they didn't have a way to fog us. We got to eat another Wilderness Reclamation. Hoping to draw a negate or something here. Dovin at this point will either just pretty much... will immediately ult next turn, if we even get a next turn, but... we gotta just keep him off Wilderness. Oh, no. Oh, no. They have another one. That's rough. Nexus, yep. Jeez. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Discovery. Oh boy, they're digging. Not good for us. That much is for sure. That's not good for us. They threw away 1 card only. So this next batch of cards must be good. Oh no. Double Wilderness is pretty brutal. That's 2 triggers. Oh boy. This card is bonkers. How is this a good idea? Yep. They'll draw 2, And then they'll draw 2 again from the other Chemister's Insight. Because there's still one more Wilderness Reclamation trigger on the stack. I gotta hope these are like Planeswalkers or something like that. Oh, it used all their green. They don't have any fogs. It used all their green. It used all their green on that one. Auto tap. Oh no. Woo! Woo! Yankta or is it Jankta? I don't know. I think it's Jankta. Good luck. I'll take the play. This feels pretty good. We draw a second white source. That'd be really good. I mean, maybe the other one could be like a hollowed fountain. Then we can even play Dovin. That'd be pretty nice. The Celestia deck, it's pretty much still base Celestia tokens. Still going to attack. I know they're not going to block. If they block, that's great news for us. Oh, gross. We whiffed on lands. We whiffed on lands. Ugh. All right, one more time. One more time. Let's get it. Okay, Vinemare. That's looks like we're up against Stompy. Yeah, I'll still swing. I'll swing in. I'll swing in with the team. We have our third land now. Can't activate it, but at least we have it. Gonna go ahead and start the History of Benalia train. See if we can go wide. We gotta go wide, go quick before they get that Gulta down. Oh, Gigantosaurus. Okay. That's a concern. Interesting. Interesting. I could go one. I can push down 1, 2. Put on the lifelinker. Next turn, swing. We'll have a 4/4. Let's go ahead and start with Legion's Landing. Put a token out. Play Venerated Loxodon. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Playing that. Playing that. So next turn we have a bigger punch. We're not even dead. If they swing out right now. I mean, they could have a pump spell, but then they'd have to have, like, 2 of those Titanic Growths, right? Because we're at 23 right now. We have a lot of power on board, and next turn, all of our threat gets just even more ridiculously powerful. I mean, all I have to do really is if they decide to swing, we just block the Vinemare and then take 11. All right, we take game 1. We take game 1. Perfect. Let's bring in Disdainful Stroke here, as that's going to be really important. I could want a Lyra. Lyra would be nice. But an Unbreakable Formation's also pretty sweet. Unbreakable Formation's better than Repudiate in this situation. Baffling End is a sweet card, but what are we hitting with it? They're elves. They're probably Steel Leaf Champions. Warrant's gonna be great here. Flower we still want to keep in. Deputy of Detention will also be great here. I don't think we need to bring in the Baffling Ends, to be honest. Yeah, if they have Rabbit Bite, they have Rabbit Bite, but we gain Indestructible, meaning we can attack 1 turn in, right? And then have all of our stuff have Vigilance, so still leave something hanging in the back. Go down a Dovin, go down a Loxodon. Actually, we keep the Loxodon, go down a Tristani. Tristani's a bit clunky here as we can't cheat Tristani out. The Dovin Bond will be sweet, but we're on the draw here. Oh, we have good mana. We have to hope we hit something early. Also, assuming that they don't have any early ways to ramp up. I gotta mulligan this. I want early interaction. I guess this is some kind of interaction. Keep on top. So don't have to spend too much time searching. Yep, there's the elf. So I guess if we wanted to do anything right now for flower, we better do it, right? So, because next turn is the turn where we won't be able to tap out yet. Green, green, white, white, doesn't matter. We have all the colors we need. We have all the colors we need. We don't need double blue in this deck. Yeah, they have a 3. Pass back to them. Next turn we gotta go History Benalia. Like this is where the baffling ends would come in. Oh boy. That's a lot of mana. I don't know if I can really do anything about that, right? Other than just hope they don't have something. Like, that's pretty brutal. Yeah, we can't win on the back pedal here, so maybe we could bring in some baffling ends. Like, that's a lot of elves. I tried a mulligan to get something a little bit earlier than 3, but couldn't, so... Just hope these are just not good draws. That's all I can do. Interesting. So they have a pump spell or something like that, maybe. I mean, I'm not blocking. That's for sure. Oh, Brontodon's really good. Brontodon's really good there. If I play Smiter, next turn I could potentially go Precinct Dovin, though. That's pretty nice. But I have to also leave up mana. The issue here. That's 6. It's a lot better than having them play and punch through with Steel Leaf and all of this. Because I'd only be able to block, I die from that. So this at least allows me to block the Steel Leaf champion. We're going to need a little bit of help from our deck here. A little bit of help. Just a little bit. Steel Leaf is problematic, though. That much is so. I have to block. They probably have a pump spell. What? No way. That happened? They just might have another one. Whoa! They must have really whiffed on their lands there. Alright, so is this not the perfect turn now? Didn't want to blow it up. Let's gum up the board. It's the only way we can win this match right now.
I look forward to seeing your mistake. I'm inspired by a good assault.
Yep. Send these in. They can choose whether or not they want to block with Brontodon. If Hero made life linking tokens, that'd be pretty great. That'd be almost too good, but yeah. Oh no. Trample haste, or vigilant trample. That's a little terrifying. Down to 2. Oh, that's perfect. Woo!
Got my blood pumping.
We don't want him to draw it right now. Or, actually, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Because then we just tuck it, and then they draw. We know what they're drawing for a fact, and then we counter it. And we get a token out of it, so I like that. They draw it again. You get to counter it this time around, which feels a lot better. Woo! Alright, Ediseti is our next round opponent. It will be our round 3 opponent. Okay, so far the deck's starting off pretty strong. You know, we're doing the... Ooh, well... Okay, that's as good. Dude, this is as good as a mold of 5 can get for us, actually. This is actually just as good as a mold of 5 can get for us. Holy cow, this is a good 5. Get in there. Gain me back my 1 health. What are they playing? Oh, they missed the land drop, unfortunately. And then now we plus the Bond Hammer, the Grand Arbiter. What a great support Planeswalker. Like, this isn't like a main win condition, but he's such a sweet support Planeswalker. Alright, looks like we're on to game 2. Seems they might have missed another land drop. We don't really know what they're playing, though. Are they on tokens or what? Whatever they're on, I have to assume they have Conclave Tribunal, right? I don't see anything for us to stifle out of this matchup. I could just bring in a Lyra. Lyra sounds pretty sweet, just another threat. Yeah, we could just assume there's probably some amount of enchantments. Just assume there's some amount of enchantments. Let's see. Tristani's going to be sweet. Hero Precinct 1 is just doing work once again. Maybe go down in Amara. Keep all these cards, and I like all of these cards. We just need to take out 1 threat. Tristani's sweet, but still a 5-mana card. Keep its fairy out and about. On the draw, though. We'll bring Teferi in when we're on the play. Right now, I have to assume that they're on some kind of like maybe mid-range deck. I don't know. It's weird because I don't really know what they're playing. We only saw 2 lands. I don't know if we can keep this. On the draw. No. Okay, this is better. This is a lot better. Because this at least allows us to go Baffling End or Hero of the Precinct. Okay, so they're also on Bant. Uh-oh. Are they on Fog? If they're on Fog, that means our whole... Okay, it looks like they're on Fog. We have a bunch of dead cards. We may want to just go straight to sideboard. We have a lot of dead cards here. Do they have counterspells too? They do. Alright, so we're getting information. We're getting information. We know what they're playing. I'm going to go ahead and play around another Quench. They absorb us. That's a different story. Okay. So now we know what we're bringing in. 100%. We have removal. Ugh, we have a bunch of dead cards. I mean, it's Fog, right? There's no way it's not Fog. Is this getting countered? Bunch again. Alright, so now we know they're playing more than 1. Probably got a few. We cast it in their 4 turns, so they didn't get to Chemist's Insight if they had it. Ugh, these baffling ends are so bad right now. These baffling ends are painful right now. Angel of Grace. Okay. That's a card. That's a card. I guess we just have to take the, oh. Frilled Mystic. Okay. So they're definitely on a bunch of counter spells that we can figure out. We know what they're doing now. Okay. There will be stifle targets now. There definitely will be stifle targets now. This changes everything and how we're going to be boarding. Drop all the baffling ends. Those aren't useful. Teferi would keep us pretty much in the game here, but I mean, we can drop some. We can probably still stop the Stifle, right? But Stifle's nice against all their Frilled Mystics that they're probably going to have. Drop Lyra. Deputy of Detention may not be as useful here. Warrant Warden. I don't think I really want to put anything of theirs on top of their deck, so we can go down a few of those. All right, let's pass it back. Let's change up the plan now. Alright, so we boarded as if they were a creature deck, which gave them free game there. I just need early drops. There we go, I'll keep this. This is very good. This is very good. So, if we can get Dovin to stick, past all their quenches. They shocked for this. Interesting. I mean, we know it's not... If it's Spell Pierce, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the luxury of waiting a turn, right? To go Precinct. Or now we can. Growth Spiral. Okay, puts a land into play. He's ahead of us on lands. Which land is he going to put into play? Alright, Hallowed Fountain. Let's go ahead and pull another Plains, I guess, at this point. Sure. Just gonna attack. Don't need to do anything more. I'm just gonna hit him with for 6. Because we have Disdainful Stroke, so we can hold up for a Frilled Mystic, or we wait till next turn after we are able to draw a 5th land. Then we jam Dovin, Grand Arbiter, and then we go. That way we have the ability to hold up Disdainful Stroke. So they've kept up 2 mana here. 2 mana here. Go ahead and attack again. Opponent is probably sitting on, I think, either Quench. Probably has a few Settles, too. We just need a 5th land here. 5th land does a lot for us. Is this worth paying for? I don't think so. Sure, I won't pay for it. I won't pay for it. It would be lethal next turn, but I have a feeling they have something right now. Either a board wipe or something like oh boy. Yep. I knew they had the Frilled Mystic. They've been holding that up. Ooh, that's pretty good for them. So now we make flyers.
be so foolish as to face me.
So no attacks here. We just hold up the flyer. The flyer can get in there for 2 damage or for 1 damage, and then we play to do another one with Dovin. Because if they go for a board wipe right now, we're not even going to attack entirely, I don't think. I mean, we could, but I don't want to get oh, we win. Never mind. Now I will attack. Or actually, no. Not entirely. That's all at me. These all have vigilance. Interesting. I'll pick off a token. I'll take 4. That's fine. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Go ahead and make another token.
By a good assault.
1 in the air. Hold Repudiate up in case we need to. It's not really that big a deal yet, though. How big of a deal is that? Not. I don't think it is. We could stifle that. But do I really want to? Not really. That's fine. Go ahead. Grab that. No blocks. This is actually okay with me so far. I mean, I don't really even have to attack that much. I just send the 1 flyer in and that should be enough. Alright, sweet. Looks like we're up against Brittle. Okay. I like it. I like it. We're on the draw. We have the Legion's Landing. I'll try this. Fountain of Renewal. So we'll go ahead and play Legion's Landing. We can eat that up later, the Fountain of Renewal, if need be, but... Okay, we definitely want to eat that up eventually. Alright. I will not stifle that trigger. I will not stifle that trigger, no. What do we do now? They kept that on top, so whatever their card is, it must be either a land or... It's gotta be a land at least. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay.
Whatever your plans.
Let's go ahead and just put a token into play now.
To fail. I stand on the shoulders of
Because next turn, if they go Vraska's Contempt on our Dovin, it's not going to be great for us. So, yep. Ooh, Ixalan's Binding. Well, I now know what we're taking. Ah, boy. Go ahead and rip this Binding again from them. And let's go ahead and... We plus, that doesn't necessarily do a lot for us, so... We still have enough creatures on the board. Let's just go ahead and punch in.
have their uses.
Dovin's up at 6. Goes Kaya's Wrath here. It's pretty bad on us. Should probably be careful about Kaya's Wrath here, but it has to be land Kaya's Wrath. Any of their lands, because I assume his mana base is good enough to do it. We just need to untap one time. Okay, cool. Then I think we're okay. We're okay then. interesting. 3. Let's just go ahead and play a plane so we can do both. Make a token and stifle effect. At this point, we can't really stop what happens with the treasure map. Okay. Countered it. We stifled that seal away ability, so we still get to keep everything that we've got here. Let's go ahead and ult Dovin.
The array is complete and ready for inspection.
3, 6, so we can pump a decent amount right now. Let's go ahead and grab a... What do we have here? What are our options? We get hero. We can rebuild the board again. Let's pull Benalia and Benalia. Benalia feels pretty good here. Hold on. Okay. We'll just edit that part out. Okay, let's see what they find here. Yep, if they top that, that's concerning. Okay, they bottomed it, so that's not as concerning. Still an issue, but just not as bad. Us eating the seal away does keep us around for a little bit here. That has to be a board wipe. That has to be a board wipe. It's their only... Nixlon's binding... Getting detention, deputy of detention. Okay. That's not the worst, I guess.
Small things that matter.
Let's not commit more to the board than we already have. Dovin's about to ult anyways. Next turn, they go up to 9, 10. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. That's concerning. I'll play another history here. Let's get the double history train going. Because we can rebuild quite quickly with hero. This takes a few turns to rebuild. Did they draw a treasure? Did they draw anything? Ixalan's binding on what? Dovin? Sure. Okay, so they play a full 4 Ixalan's bindings. No doubt in my mind, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. Play this land. I absolutely wish that we could just at least play our Deputy of Detention. Them hitting our Deputy of Detention with Ixalan's Binding is a little painful right now. They can gain 4 life too by paying 5. Kaya's Wrath, that's brutal. Yep, there it is. This is a little brutal now. Now we're kind of stuck. Okay. I don't have any multicolored spells to play right now. It's a little problematic. Think here, what can I do about all of this? Sure, it's pretty good. I mean, I still get my knight. That's the nice thing. If they play another Kaya's Wrath, that's gonna be a heartbreaker, right? But we gotta start putting stuff on the board. I gotta start putting stuff on the board here. Target opponent. Like, they need to draw another Kaya's Wrath. Question is, will they? Alright. Got there. Woo! Nice. On to game 2. That was a close one. They almost came back. Okay, we're bringing in like all of our knights. Bringing in Teferis. It looks like it's black-white control, so Conclave might be decent. We do have. I like the Stifle in this deck because the Stifle hits all of his it could hit his Ixalan's Binding or something like that. Let's see, what else can I play in this matchup? I like Dovin and what Dovin brings to the table. It's got Mortify, so we definitely want to take out all the Conclave Tribunals because we don't want to give them anything back. I think we just go down a Venerated Loxodon here. We're going to be able to like outgrind him, I think, if we just keep with all of our bombs. If we can keep Dovin in the game early, that's good. A 2 into a 3, this is nice. I'll keep this. And the 3 being Dovin is pretty sweet. Go ahead and play this Hallowed Fountain tapped. We'll go Sun Petal Grove for Amara. Yeah, you got your treasure map. Ooh, maybe we go History Benalia, actually. Kind of like that. That turns up the aggression. And then Dovin comes in on the turn after. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. That seems like the game plan I want to be doing. Alright, so we have all of that. So we go we'll go Breeding Pool, Shock. Play History Benalia. This is the turn where we're gonna plus Dovin, because Kaya's Wrath now becomes a thing. Kaya's Wrath does become a thing. They're on the play now. Okay, whenever an opponent draws a card, that player... I will not pay. You can have a treasure. Interesting. Go ahead and play this tapped. Go Dovin Bond. Dovin Bond will plus. So that means automatically Dovin will be at the ultimate amount. So now we're threatening the ability. They have to deal with Dovin before I guess he draws us a ton of cards again. Because he does ultimate next turn. And it doesn't draw us all the cards. It's just put 3 of them into your hand. So we don't have to worry about Smothering Tithe triggering. You still got to deal with board because board is lethal. Or not lethal, but pretty darn close to it actually. Yeah, that would be 10, 12. You'd be at 1. Assuming that I don't play a Tristani or something. Okay, Kaya's Wrath. Cool. I'll pay the 2. Fine. Let's take a look at what's on top of our deck here.
I was confident this would work. Again, I am proven right.
Knight of Autumn's really good here. Disdainful Stroke's one that I want. What else can we play? Deputy of Detention's pretty good here. We'll take those 3. I'm going to go ahead and play the Knight of Autumn. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Let's blow up treasure map. So they don't have any other ways to scry. They still have their Smothering Tithe, but if their game plan is to Ixalan's Binding my Knight of Autumn, we have Deputy of Detention, thus getting back the Knight of Autumn. Blowing up the Detention, or I mean the Ixalan's, or the Smothering Tithe. Don't want the opponent having too many treasures here. Dawn of Hope, cool. I will not pay for this one. I will not pay for this one. Interesting. We'll send the attacker in. They'll make a token. They'll make a token. Will they pop their 2 treasures? Is the question. Three, 6, 5. They will pop their treasure token. Allowing us to play Teferi here. Well, plus Teferi.
Hold that thought.
Can't pay for it. You got it. Now we have Disdainful Stroke, though. 2 counter. The Smothering Tithe right now doesn't feel like it's that bad. Cool. Counter the Binding. 3, 5. I'll shock. Resolves. Okay, I'll pay for this. That's fine. So let's do this first. I'll pay 2 life. Go ahead and play Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn is going to blow up. Which one do we want to blow up, though? Let's blow up Dawn of Hope. Blow up Dawn of Hope. Then we tuck the Smothering Tithe. Sure. That's fine. We can also clone. So now we tuck the Smothering Tithe, get it out of here. We can clone this, we can replicate the Knight of Autumn to deal with another enchantment. Because with this 1/1 Knight swinging in, it's not going to kill Teferi, so it doesn't matter. Sure. I like it, I like it. Revel in riches, I like it.
Hurry.
Alright, I am going to Deputy of Detention the Revel then.
It's hard to be a genius surrounded by lesser minds.
Let's go ahead and get Dovin up some counters.
To me and others.
Don't want to lose the Knight because the Knight's going to be useful for us to clone later. Sure. So Revel in Riches happens again. That's okay. Good thing we didn't minus Dovin. That's what I was trying to play around there. Let's see what we can find now.
No time for a break.
We can still stifle their trigger too, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and minus Dovin here. Play a History of Analia. Pass back just in case they have another binding of sorts. Or not a binding, a pass back, a Kaya's Wrath. Sure. Seems reasonable. Which one do I want to actually bottom? So that's 2, so that's 3, so we do it for 5. I'll pay for that. I don't want him to draw too much here. Let's go to attacks here. So Dovin's going to alt again, which will be nice. Why don't we tuck this Revel in Riches? Because we can just keep paying for the Smothering Tithe now. We have so many lands. I'll play one History of Analia here, because then this means that I get an additional creature to play after. Like, I'll be able to get a token after they board wipe here from Kaya's Wrath. Yep, sure. Get one token at least. I am going to stifle that. So Repudiate will negate that card's ability, which is nice. Yeah, I'll pay 2. I've got nothing. Yep, give me that 2/2 Knight. Doesn't draw, so I don't have to worry about Smothering Tithe. We're gonna grab Negate, that's for sure. Another March would be really good here, and an Unbreakable formation. Let's go ahead and draw.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
I'll pay for that. Drop down one of these friendly little buggers. Alrighty, and then we can go ahead and... Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and play the Loxodon. We have 2 mana up for Negate, so we're good. Okay, so this deck is performing. Doing exactly what we need to. We know Revel in Riches is on top, so it's nothing that'll actually kill any of my threats. Nice, we got there. Alright, Brad. See how this plays out. You will be our gatekeeper. Keep. This is, oh my god, this is such a good hand. Oh, I love it. If only we had a 1-drop like a Legion's Landing, then that'd be super perfect, but this is okay. Go Breeding Pool. Tapped. Go Glacial Fortress after. Perfect mana. There we go. So we're going to go Dovin here. Dovin on 3. Yep. Seems good. I'm going to make a token. Go extra wide. Don't need to attack here. Double block with tokens. Get the Crawl Harpooner out of here. Make them pump some. Make it pump it. They have to pump it. Yep. Cool. Okay. Seems reasonable. I kind of, yeah, I'm gonna just make another token.
Inspired by a good assault.
No need to bluff anything, right? I mean, we can save the Conclave Tribunal, I guess, for something bigger. Because I don't want them to fight the, I don't want them to punch in either. Fine. We'll just go ahead and rip the Crawl Harpooner from them. So next turn, we've cleared the way of threats. We can just Deputy of Detention whatever their next big threat is, unless it's, like, something absurd. Okay, so they'll be able to fight our Thopter. Man, they are seriously playing every Crawl Harpooner, huh? Alright. They've got them all. It's a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie to you. A little terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna eat the Deputy of Incubation Druid. Three triggers. That feels good.
This tech gimmick is worth it.
I'll punch in with 2. They can choose whether or not they want to block. I'm okay with that. Dovin goes up to 3. We just need to keep plussing Dovin now. If they have Fiery Cannonade, that's going to be a little problematic, but... Oh no. Dovin down. Interesting. Maybe not. He's able to pick off a good amount of threats with that, huh? Interesting. Let me think here. How do I get around this 5-5? It's quite a big 5-5. We send in the board.
These contraptions have their uses.
I have to pay a ton. Get all of that back. All of these in. He doesn't change a thing. That feels like a bad attack. No attacks. We'll just let them use their mana. We'll let them use their mana, right? If they decide to pay 4, pick off 2 of my threats. All right, all 2 to my Hero Precinct 1. They swing into Dovin. Maybe we could have just made a token.
Shoulders of giants.
We need to keep our threats. How do I get rid of this? I need to kill this card. This card's in the way right now. It's very good. This card's ability is like huge against us though. Because it's able to go 1-1 and like kill off our tokens. Yep, all 2 at my Hero Precinct 1. Seems reasonable. Okay. Go ahead and just make a ridiculous amount of tokens again. We're just going to keep making tokens. Right now, they need one more land. One more land and they can kill off my Tristani. Another Skargan Hellkite. Alright. See how this one goes. This doesn't look good for us. At all. Huh. I really want to draw Deputy Detention. 3, 6, 7, 8. No, 3, 6, 7. We would lose our 2 flyers. 1 ground troop, that's 8 damage to him. Just keep making tokens. We just send in the team. We can refill the board fairly quickly. Alright, seems sweet. They're down to 8. We'll just let them kill Dovin. They go 8 mana. That means they can ping down Tristani twice. They can ping Tristani twice if they wanted to. But they need to do something quick. Because Tristani makes it so that none of my... Alright. 1 and 1. That's okay with me. They use 4 of their mana to deal with Dovin. That's okay. Because now we have... Dovin, our other Dovin. Send 4 in. We send everybody in. Yeah, let's just send everybody in. That isn't Tristani. Yep. They have another removal spell. Oh, that's brutal.
Anyone would be so foolish as to face me.
All right, we have another token on board. They go other land here. They ping down Tristani twice, right? They have to. Tristani gets killed gets hit twice. Then they do it again. But then we win next game or next turn. Because now they're tapped out. Yeah, perfect. Woo! Yeah, because then we just keep making tokens and we go wider. All right, Disdainful Stroke seems really good here against our opponent. Lyra, so they have something that just dealt 6 damage to a flyer, so I guess I could be ready for that. Deputy there seemed pretty sweet. What don't we want in this matchup? We can go down a Loxodon, I guess. Go up a Lyra. Go down a Teferi. This doesn't seem like we need it in this matchup. I haven't seen anything that makes me want to Stifle. Maybe I can get a Stifle on like a bird or like one of their mana dorks. But I still want a Teferi in the deck. We saw that they're on blue and red though. Or I mean green and red. I guess we drop Lyra. Just bring in Teferi. Because they can probably just kill Lyra pretty easily. They have that split card. Teferi is a little bit more different. I mean, they have to use like Thrash. All right, this is round 2, game 2. Can we get the 5-0? Let's go. Once again, we're not fish 4-1, we're fish 5-0. Let's get it done. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play Amara. Wish this were a hero Precinct 1. God, that card is so good. We'll have to rip that from their hand later. I'm gonna attack anyways just to gain the life. They can block. I guess I should have. Sorry, that was a mistake by me. I should have attacked first and then like played Amara. But Lava Coil, cool. I will put that on top. Make him do it all over again. Make another token. I don't care. I'll keep whichever one. I just want my token. Sure, it's fine. Go ahead and get the ball rolling again. Come on. They don't have it. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. Yes. Cool. So now we have a Tristani. None of this flies. They could pump Incubation Druid, though, in the upcoming turn. Skargan Hellkite again. Card is very problematic. Oh, we're just a turn shy. Just gonna keep making tokens.
You're doing me a favor. Maybe yours will hold.
Just gonna send these in. Get them down to 6. That has to be another lava coil into our Tristani. They have enough, though, to activate Incubation Druid, right? For 5. Then they can make 4 mana anyways, so about the same. If you get an additional... You get a powerful threat that can block this time. I send the whole team in. What does that do for me? I'm gonna just keep making tokens. No reason not to. Okay, so we send these 2 in. They take 4. And then the turn after, they can ping down Tristani. Yeah, we send as many as we can in now. Yep. Reasonable. They pay 5. They pump. Right? They pump. They activate. They pick off another 2. They're down to 4. They're down to 4. Reasonable. That works. And then now I'm going to go ahead and play a History of Benalia. If they double tap and kill the Tristani, then that's not the absolute end of the world here, I don't think. There's 2, right? So they have 4 more. They have 1 blocker up. Tristani down. 1/1. So they block the 2/2. We send everybody in. We send everybody in. Because if he doesn't block the knight, he dies. He blocks the Deputy of Detention, he dies. Correct. Let's go ahead and play another History of Benalia. So they use double tap. They take the Deputy of Detention. They double tap that, then yeah, that means this once again's tapped. They have 2 blockers. They die again. Okay. I have the ability to shoot something down for 2 this turn. So we send 2 in. They can pick off the Deputy here. That's block, block, ping. But they need to ping before I get to attackers. Actually, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and start send the team in. Yep, send the whole team in. Block there. Block to the other knight. Check. Tap, double tap this down. They still take... How do they not die? They have to have, like, a lot of removal here. Oh, yeah, they could just keep that going. Sure. But now they have to kill Deputy of Detention. Check. And Deputy of Detention gets in there for 1. Cool. Woo! 5-0. So, we finished quite strong there. The deck did a lot of work. I was surprised to see how powerful Dovin was. Being able to go Dovin through time, you know, was pretty powerful. We were able to rip the top... Like, when you're able to use Dovin's ultimate so far, it seems like it just pulls you right back into the game if you're far behind. It's also not really that hard to get to Dovin's ultimate. And these 3-mana Planeswalkers seem to be like a great supporting role and not so much like the main win condition of the deck. So overall, this deck was a lot of fun. Having the Teferis in the sideboard were great. The Knight of Autumns, because right now we need to be able to destroy any enchantments coming out of all the Wilderness Reclamation decks, and Negates and Disdainful Strokes to also fight those and control decks. And, you know, overall, the Hero of the Precinct 1 did a lot of work. It went above and beyond. It kind of spawns its own army. It's infinitely better than playing a Saproling Migration. So definitely moving forward, I think there's some really powerful deck between Hero Precinct 1 and Dovin. May not be Bant, maybe Esper. I don't know yet, but I guess that's what the week's for, and I'll be playing more decks. Things I'd like to really add to this deck, though, so far are Takali Honor Guard. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger, so I really want this against all the Golgari decks right now. There's so many Golgari decks running around on the ladder. I want to deal with them. There's still a ton of enters the battlefield effects that you want to negate, and yeah, like Chupacabra, all this other stuff. And it does suck that you cancel out your Venerated Loxodons or your Tristanis, but I think the matchups where you want this, it's going to be worth it. Maybe in the sideboard you play 3. You don't have to play a full 4, 3 to 4 somewhere in there, but I think you need this in the sideboard. I'm thinking about moving in it, and then the other card would be moving a potential Unbreakable formation into the main deck or into the sideboard. One of those. So this card just makes it's a strict upgrade of Make a Stand. You can give all your creatures +1/+1, and this really helps you deal with board wipes. And maybe it's a nice combat trick. And you know, sometimes the Anthem effect going into combat changes how your opponent blocks, and you know, could be lethal damage. So without holding you up any longer, thank you so much for staying and hanging, watching this video. You know, it's crazy. I'm excited. Ravnica Allegiance is here. So many sweet new cards, so many powerful new cards. This set has brought a ton to the game, to the wonderful, wonderful standard metagame. You know, I can't really R&D has just killed it. They've killed it. They've done such a good job making a really fun format. So thank you so much for checking out the video. If you like the content that we make here at MTG Goldfish, make sure you hit a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button to be notified when we put up a new video. And as always, it is I, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger, signing out.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.